Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's coming up on June 6th, 2024. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal numerology report, your own personal forecast, or just to take a deep dive into some of your numerology questions, we can certainly do that. Please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, so let's take a look. Life path number 8. You all are going to be working with the energy of the 28-1 for this illumination. This is an interesting, kind of wonky type of energy. So what I would say for this is expect the unexpected. Try to move with this energy, try to adapt to it as needed without trying to control the outcome to the best of your ability, right? There's going to be things that you're going to obviously have to show up for, to put effort in, and you will have some level of control over. But those areas where you're just like, I don't understand, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, I don't get it, just surrender to it, allow it to present to you, and it'll present the next steps to you, right? But this is a very kind of, anything can happen under this energy. So anything can and will likely happen under this energy. You could see great success come under this energy. You could see great movement forward. You could also see some delays, and you could also see some, again, unexpected roadblocks come up that you'll have to maneuver through. So it's just kind of a grab bag of just interesting energy that you'll be working with. It is possible that you'll see some contradictions come up at this time where, someone might say something and then their actions are different, or, you're expecting something to work out in a particular way because that's the direction you've been moving in, but it's sort of contradictory. Like you see the effects are contradictory, right? So it's that kind of energy where you almost can't get your footing, and you're really not meant to just yet. You're kind of meant to see what presents, and it's meant to sort of change your perspective or change the way that you think about something in some way so that you can approach it a little bit differently. If you're too rigid in your approach or too rigid with your, belief systems, etc., this energy kind of comes in and shakes it up a bit and says, there's a new and different way of looking at it. Let's try this. And so that's what I mean when it could really come out of left field and just be totally different than what you're expecting. And it could be coming from other people. It could be coming from your own creative ideas. It's an interesting energy to work with. It can be very, great, right? Productive. It can be beautiful energy because it kind of shifts us in the direction that we need to be moving in that we wouldn't have seen if we hadn't moved through the energy. But yeah, it can be a little contradictory at times. You could also see competition or opposition come up at this time. Which again, that's sort of something the 8 kind of moves throughout their journey because it is a, power energy. So there can be power struggles, stepping into your power, claiming your power back, etc. So this energy can bring in opposition from external factors. And so what I would say is just manage your emotions, manage your expectations under this energy. You might see people come at you in competition or opposition that again, that's completely out of left field and you weren't expecting it. But it gives you an opportunity to really see what you're working with, right? Like this was the dynamic. Maybe you didn't see it previously, but now you do, so you can make some changes. Try not to let the opposition delay your progression forward. Don't let it stop you in your tracks. Just because someone opposes what you're doing or doesn't believe in what you're doing or is competing with what you're doing doesn't mean you're not meant to be doing it, right? You're doing it your way. As long as you're doing it your way and there's integrity behind it, keep going, even amidst the opposition. Definitely surprises, unusual events can absolutely occur under this energy. So again, just take it with, I don't want to say a grain of salt, but just move with it. Just kind of flow. See what the universe presents to you at this time. And don't read too much into it. Just see it for what it is, for what it's presenting to you. Definitely, again, manage your emotions. Don't be too reactive, especially when it comes to those oppositions or competition. Try not to be too reactionary, because what can happen is you can burn some bridges that you don't have all the information around, and you might regret that down the road. And yeah, manage your expectations, right? So a lot of times when we have high expectations, we are very disappointed. So manage your expectations. And then as things present and as you figure out what it is that you're working with, then you can create the greater vision from that. Meet people where they're at during this time for sure. Meet yourself where you're at this time. So if you have too high of expectations for yourself, you can be really disappointed. So again, manage those expectations, and the more adaptable and the more that you can surrender and flow with this energy, after it kind of passes, you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, okay, that's why that had to happen. So totally makes sense. I'm on board. So I hope it's a great one. Take care, 8s. Bye for now.